From the Mumbai studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Arnab Goswami on the debate at 9. Presented by Renault Quid. Powered by MP Birla Cement, Jacqua Lighting, Siska Wires and Cables, and Honeywell Air Purifiers.
Good evening and welcome to the debate. Tonight, viewers, I start. We bring to you a new element on my debate. This is now going to be a new challenge. And I call it the fact challenge. Because remember, viewers, we may all have our positions, we may all have our rhetoric, we may all have our styles, but eventually it has to boil down only and principally and very specifically on facts. And on Rafale tonight, I throw the first fact challenge. Because I have had enough with fluff. And tonight I want to debate, but I want to debate purely on facts. And the only way to counter my facts tonight will be counterfacts. Now, I have done my research on Rafale and I have my facts. And I will participate in the debate tonight with an open mind. I think it's fluff to say there is a Rafale scam. There is no Rafale scam. And all those who are screaming about a Rafale scam have no facts to justify their fake aggression. If they have the facts, if they do, then they must destroy my points, they must destroy my arguments with theirs tonight. And on the first fact challenge, I am willing on live television to be torn down and factually destroyed by the other side tonight. I wish them all the very best in their attempt to do so. And let us see tonight who wins the first fact challenge on hashtag Rafale fake news tonight. That's debate number 1, viewers. Open lines tonight. Tell us who wins that debate. Who pushed fake news? I think Rahul Gandhi pushed and is continuing to push fake news. At 10 o'clock tonight, the Congress is dumping Tipu for votes. Should Tipu be celebrated or banned? Debate number 3 tonight at 10:30 p.m. this evening, viewers. The Congress makes the RSS the #1 enemy and calls it a terrorist organization. That's back to brass tacks. All this and more is coming up, and here are the headlines this Tuesday evening on the debate tonight.
There were some negotiations, and then I had to decrease the price of 9%.
HAL to pricing to Reliance. Dassault CEO exposes every Rahul lie on Rafale.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार और डसॉल्ट एविएशन मिलकर झूठ की कितनी भी खेती कर लें, वहां दाल गलने वाली नहीं.
As the facts come out, the Congress decides to go silent on the specifics, launches a vicious attack on Eric Trappier, the Dassault CEO. Dassault CEO, after the government's Rafale report, it's a double whammy for the Congress this week. Biggest ever U-turn in the works. Congress plans to dump Tipu for 2019.
I have not discussed anything with anybody about Tipu Jayanti issue.
They're denying it on record, but secret meetings tell you the real story on the Tipu row tonight. And the Congress calls the RSS a symbol of terrorism, makes it enemy #1 in Madhya Pradesh. Welcome, viewers. As I began by saying, I'm throwing open the fact challenge for the Congress party on its favorite subject, Rafale, tonight. 3 specific points from the Dassault CEO's interview have exposed the Congress party and its deliberate and unforgivable fake news overdrive on Rafale. Did they lie on pricing? Did they lie on HAL? Did they lie on Reliance? Here is the fact check, and then tonight, viewers, we debate.
Rahul is obsessed with Rafale. Rahul has been dropping numbers.
नरेंद्र मोदी ने फ्रांस के राष्ट्रपति को स्वयं बताया, अगर फ्रांस की सरकार हिंदुस्तान को राफेल हवाई जहाज बेचना चाहती है तो अनिल अंबानी के जेब में 30,000 करोड़ रुपए पहले डालने पड़ेंगे.
But facts are different from fake news.
There were some negotiation, and then I had to decrease the price of 9%. So the price of Rafale in flyaway condition is less expensive in the 36 contract than it was in the 126.
Rahul has made HAL a poll slogan.
HAL से आपसे रोजगार छीना गया.
But here's the Rafale fake news alert.
HL, which I know well, they even said in the last few days that they were not interested to be part of offset.
From calling it a kickback to alleging quid pro quo.
जनता को जो पैसा था आपको देने के बजाय नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने अनिल अंबानी को दिया.
But here's the Reliance truth.
Number one is the deal. The deal is clean, so it is not because someone says something that it is the truth. I took the decision to continue with Reliance.
Did Rahul spread fake news on Rafale?
I don't lie. When you are in my position as a CEO, you don't lie.
Let's debate.
Now, I want to tell you all tonight that don't come into the debate if you hate each other. Don't come into the debate to abuse each other. Don't come into the debate to repeat your points. Don't come in the debate to avoid the questions. But there's one very significant and proper reason for you to come into the debate tonight. That is if you have the facts. Come into the debate with a fact. Attack each other on facts. Don't abuse each other, but counter each other on facts. Facts. Only facts. It's a fact challenge debate tonight. And the first fact, and as I said tonight, I am willing to be destroyed on facts.
It is the most hollow interview as well.
I am willing. I do not want your subjective opinion on Smita Prakash's interview because you have never done one.
No.
So you are nobody. No one to pass comments on Smita's interview.
It's Eric Trapper's most hollow interview the country has ever witnessed. Because all it says that I am a CEO and I am a CEO, and because I am a CEO I don't lie. Which is not true. So we got to believe that he is saying the gospel truth. Because there happens to be, well, you know what, there are people who say there is a political party in this country whose leaders have association with D Company. But since there are no facts, there are no justifiable facts to prove which political party's leaders have relationship with D Company. Hence, it is not put out as a news story. So you need to come out with the facts tonight. Out of the debate if you're not on fact. I'm back on the debate, viewers. The debate is a debate on fact. The debate is a debate on fact. You're wasting my time. You're wasting my time. You're on the window there. You're making the most of it, but you're wasting my time. You are wasting my time, Mr. Bamla. You are wasting my time, number one. And you're being put on, because I do not want you on the window there, but you're permanently there, so you will speak. It is not your birthright to speak without any facts at your disposal. Put my point together.
Which the people of this country are asking.
No, please.
What are the facts you are talking about? We also have facts.
So you realize that it's not a waste of time.
Thank you, Asif.
When I put my points
Do you mean to say that we do not have the facts?
Your time and
yeah, I'm saying you don't have the facts. Once a wish, okay.
We are asking what is the procedure followed in this country.
Okay.
The people of this country is asking.
Yeah, according to you, with
People of
Maoist
this
terrorists.
country is asking what is the procedure you have followed.
Yeah,
Was
so
the
what you want to
transparent?
do, you want to run gun
You're a
running
democracy, you
operations
have
with
right to
Maoist
ask
terrorists.
any
That's your way of
question.
running the country.
Why
I'm
was
going
it
back on the
given to
debate.
Anil Ambani.
I'm going back on the
Why
debate.
it was not given to HAL?
I'm going back to
That
the
is
debate.
also a fact.
Now listen to me.
We are also asking a fact.
If you're scared
Why
of
is
me,
it
it's
not
your
given to a
problem.
Public sector company.
If you're
Why
scared
it
of
was
me, it's
given
your
to
problem.
Anil Ambani.
You're
Who's
scared
Anil
of
Ambani?
my questions.
What is their experience?
You're scared of
What
my
is their
questions.
product-
You are
product
scared,
company?
sir. You are scared
We are
like
not
hell.
scared.
You're quivering.
People of this country are asking what is the procedure followed.
Thank you very much. On the first, okay, viewers, since all of you followers of Rahul Gandhi love me so much, I will now put counters here, and I want factual responses. I want factual responses.
Basic questions the people of this country are asking.
Viewers, I'm making a point tonight, and as you notice on this debate, Kanchan Gupta. No. I want to speak to the viewers.
Why was it given?
I want to speak to the viewers right now. Viewers, you would notice right now. Pick up your phones, pick up your watches, and watch the time. As per my phone, it is 10 minutes past 9 on Tuesday, November the 13th. And I am not being allowed to get into a factual debate. And I'm saying this today, Smita. First of all, congratulations on your interview. This is a standard tactic to avoid a factual debate. I began by saying, Smita, that I am willing to be destroyed. Destroy me on fact. Destroy me on fact. Don't talk gibberish. Destroy me on fact. It's a live program.
Yeah.
Why after your interview is nobody willing to go into a factual debate, Smita? Where are the facts? Why don't they want to debate factually on Rafale?
We are. Yeah.
Smita.
We will ask. Yeah. Can I come in?
Smita, go on, Smita, go on.
From that time.
Go on, Smita, go on.
This is the third.
अरे स्मिता प्रकाश को बोलने दो.
Has given. It is not his first interview. He has given 2 other interviews, but I have not seen this kind of frothing in the mouth done by some of the politicians who are doing today. I mean, look at him. He's raising his hands and screaming away. I don't understand for what reason. I am not here as a spokesperson for Eric Trappier. If he says I am not a liar, and just because I'm a CEO I'm not a liar, you don't have to believe him. I'm not saying that, but when you call somebody a liar, he has every right to defend himself as to why he's not a liar. Now he has presented before you, before the viewers, a set of facts which he says is why the deal, earlier deal, the MMRCA deal did not happen, and this deal happened. The question again, the gentleman raised about Anil Ambani. Now this also was asked during the debate. It's up to you to believe it or not as to why. It sounds a little bizarre, but he turned around and he said, I asked him specifically that the Anil Ambani group is a loss-making concern. It has never made parts for an aircraft. Why have you chosen somebody who doesn't know anything about aircraft making? So the question was asked to him, and the reply he gave is that earlier we were doing a deal with one Ambani, now we continue to do the deal with another Ambani.
The government anxiety could be easily established that
which is also a family-run company which has
the government has to depute you to take a cover-up interview.
Smita.
Some businesses run at loss, some at a he is a private entrepreneur. He's a private business. He can decide. Dassault can decide where they want to go. It's over 100-year company. They can decide who they want to do business with. And government of India doesn't need a stipulation. When asked about HAL, he has nothing negative to say about HAL.
So of course he will defend
He did
it.
not say
Like everyone. So
I don't want to do business with them. He said it is between government of India and government of France. They did a business deal, and it was up to Dassault to deliver on that business deal. HAL did not want to be part of the new deal of
Farooq, on the first fact tonight. Now viewers, it is 13 minutes past 9, and I think it is necessary to go into the fact check. 1 minute, Smita, 1 point, and Farooq, hold it. On the first fact check, Sudhanshu Trivedi versus, and on this Kanchan Gupta just pull back because it has to be Sudhanshu versus Ghanshyam. Chitra is waiting, so is Fuad Halim. I'm getting everyone. Please destroy me on the fact check. My first fact check is on the issue of Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. And I think it is a bit of fake news which is being spread here by the Congress party. Now, Sudhanshu and Ghanshyam. Fact challenge number 1, Ghanshyam. On Hindustan Aeronautics being elbowed out of the deal, where Rahul Gandhi 4 days back in a rally in Chhattisgarh said Ambani never made an aircraft and the contract was snatched away from HAL. Now the fact which emerges is that the company which has to enter into this alliance with HAL, allow me to complete, here's my fact, then destroy me. The Dassault CEO on record in an interview said that in the last few days, HAL was not interested to be part of the offset. The Rafale deal involves offset contracts, and R. Madhavan, the chairman of HAL, just this month reportedly said, we are not in the offsets business. Fake news number 3, Rahul Gandhi said, why don't you question the Prime Minister who changed the entire Rafale deal to help a businessman? Eric Trappier said alternative private companies were considered, saying, quote, we were in 2011, Tata was also discussing with other flying companies. We finally decided to go with Reliance as they have experience in big engineering facilities. So now these are certain facts which have been put before you. Counter anyone. First of all, mention in a particular form. Arnab, I'm countering this fact of yours with a counter fact. Viewers, let's see if he does that. Please
1, 2, 3, I'll counter.
Be specific today, Ghanshyam. Please be specific. It's you versus... No, be specific. Point-wise reply. Destroy my fact with a counter fact. Idhar udhar ki baat, lecture bazi, no. Fact versus fact.
And first and foremost, my solidarity and condolences with you. As far as this story is concerned, the interview was aired like a State of the Nation address by Eric Trappier. So it assumes importance because the court is going to look at this tomorrow. And the way BJP has carried this interview on their social media platforms and various other platforms, they see this as an endorsement of their point of view. Now your first fact on HAL was elbowed out. Yes, HAL was elbowed out. The last chairman of HAL has spoken about it. Second point, on March 25, the same man has said that we have sealed a 95% deal with HAL.
Wrong. Factually wrong.
Answer that no one knows who advised the Prime Minister to change the deal by elbowing out.
I ask you tonight, as you have been unable to counter me on fact. The question is not now. No, the question is not now. The question is not now. The question is not about me trusting Dassault. The question is not about me trusting the facts in this case. And as per the facts, the Dassault CEO is only corroborating what has already been put on record. You answer me. Counter me on fact.
Now we have a deal with Anil Ambani.
Counter me on fact.
Children of the
counter me on fact, Ghanshyam. Counter me on facts tonight.
What kind of business logic is it?
I am asking you one thing.
Your facts are fractured.
Thank you. Now listen to me. I'll let Sudhanshu come in, but before that, I'll make a 10-second intervention. Sudhanshu Trivedi, 10 second intervention. See, Ghanshyam, I said to you, this program is being recorded live. You destroy me on fact. I am saying to you that the Dassault CEO, whether you like his face or not, is the final word on pricing and the procedure of the deal, and not Rahul Gandhi. And given the fact that the Dassault CEO...
Not true.
Rahul Gandhi runs Dassault. What rubbish are you talking about? There has to be a limit to making of facts. Listen to me now.
You gotten your axis wrong.
You listen to me. The Dassault CEO is the only person who is the final word on the procedure, pricing and details of how Reliance was chosen.
He's the only person who has a commercial interest at play.
Well, he's the only authority on the specifics of the joint venture of the deal.
He makes profit out of this.
How is Rahul Gandhi more in a position to talk about Rafale pricing than the Dassault CEO? Don't be crazy.
Because he was son of Mr.
Counter me on fact.
That is the logic.
Oh, forget your subjectivity. Counter me on fact.
Counter
me on fact.
This is exactly what he said.
Counter me on fact.
एक बार तो counter me on fact.
From the same interview.
Viewers, he's not countering me on fact.
Because
You're not countering me on fact. You're not countering me on fact. You should counter me on fact. Sudhanshu.
We talk about this government diluted the offset facilitation agency because it wanted to facilitate this deal in the.
I want to put certain facts.
Government has chosen.
Number one, this is a government-to-government deal. If there at all there is an allegation of corruption, it is the allegation of the corruption on the part of the French government. Number two, you are talking about that clause of HAL. But the fact of the matter was, initially the deal was in a co-manufacturing with HAL. At the time there were certain parts to be manufactured at Dassault and certain to at HAL. That doesn't materialize. The reason being the question of liability was not clear, that who will be liable. Now this is the deal with offset. And as Dassault CEO has made it very clear that HAL said that they are not in the business of offset. Mr. Ghanshyam Tiwari, you must be knowing any PSU of the government of India is incorporated for a subjective purpose. They cannot go beyond their purpose. If HAL for defense manufacturing, they cannot go for offset. This was the fundamental reason. And
debate, open the debate.
Today, the fact of the matter is, ये हवाई जहाज के नाम पर जो हवाई किला बना रहे थे वो हवा में उड़ गया है, जिसे हिंदी में कहते हैं झूठ के पाव नहीं होते, वो दिखाई पड़ रहा है.
Asif Bamla 1 versus 3.
More interested in
Sudhanshu Farooq, Asif Bamla, everyone.
It's very clear. HAL cannot go in the trading business.
But
they are the manufacturing of the defense. Is it true or not? Bharat Heavy Electricals can go in electrical. They cannot go on. They cannot go on selling soap.
He is more suitable.
Unless until.
Oh no! I said those others on the debate, please go on.
To choose because your government modified.
Opening the political debate very clearly right now.
Everybody is telling lie. The government of France is telling lie. The president of France is telling lie. The Prime Minister of India is telling lie. The Defense Minister of India is telling lie. And
I said
Dassault CEO is telling lie. But Rahul Gandhi is a self-proclaimed champion or an apostle of truth and austerity.
On opening the debate right now, with the panelists on the screen, if Chitra Subramaniam enters the debate right now, Ghanshyam Tiwari, please pull back for a minute, because Chitra Subramaniam, Republic TV's consulting editor, is joining the debate from Geneva tonight. And please listen to me tonight. Please listen to me tonight. Please listen to me tonight. With them on the screen, I request a moment. What has this debate been about? This debate has been about pricing.
A lie in front of the nation, Arnab.
I can't hear you.
I want to
can't hear you.
To Sudhanshu Trivedi, a lie in front of the nation. Suvarna Raju mentioned that if we can make a Suoi, we can't make a Rafale. It is clear. And what are you mentioning?
Look at the quality of your argument.
Were not competent enough.
Look at the quality of the argument. Look at the ridiculous quality of your argument.
Sudhanshu Trivedi mentioned.
How judgmental you are being Arnab today? I don't understand.
HAL refused.
The Dassault CEO did not answer.
Okay. Once. Let's get Chitra Subramaniam on the debate, please. Chitra Subramaniam is on the debate with Vishweshwar Rao. Thank you very much. Chitra Subramaniam is on the debate as well with Vishweshwar Rao and the others now. Now, on my second point tonight, Mr. Vishweshwar Rao, we have Chitra joining us from Geneva. There's a time delay, and I would request you to listen. Sir, 1 second. Sir,
come in on the signature of the CEO, please?
We are also debating and arguing at facts.
Yes, sir, you are. I just request you.
Why was it given to Ambani? Who is Ambani? What is their experience? What is their engineering is different, defense is different. What is the experience?
So let me bring you down. Let me bring you down to the issue of pricing.
We do not know the facts.
The fact on pricing before I come to Chitra, the Dassault CEO Eric Tappier has said that because it was government to government. Oh my God.
Pricing arrived? What is the transparency
I would like to make one point.
Sir, I would like to tell you, Mr. Rao. Mr. Rao, I think Chitra Subramaniam knows a thing or two. Mr. Rao, please will you allow Chitra Subramaniam in? Okay. Fuad on the right hand side. Chitra Subramaniam first. Chitra, please. Chitra and Fuad. Chitra, go ahead on the fact of pricing.
at any other point you want to make. At this point, you are debating. I just want to bring the issue on the issue of pricing. Chitra, if you can hear me, you and Fuad should debate on the issue of pricing. Now, the question the Congress party has said that how did the cost of a jet become 1,600 crores from 526 crores? Eric Trappier has said that because it was government to government, there were negotiations and the price has been decreased by 9%. So the price of a Rafale in flyaway conditions is less expensive in the 36 contract than it was in the 126. I request, before you come in, Chitra, because there's a time delay, I just want to complete the point here so that this...
could kindly give me the time.
Yeah, okay, go on. Go on.
Yeah, one has got to do with the CEO and the CEO, Mr. Trappier, saying that it's a good deal. Let us just look at what happened earlier in the Enron deal. So there was the Enron deal, you remember, and there was a law passed in the US called Sarbanes-Oxley. Go and read up. What the Sarbanes-Oxley says is that the CEO must be aware of everything when he or she signs off. So when Mr. Trappier says that he as a CEO is not lying, there's got to be some merit there. If we believe that he's not lying, then let's investigate. Point number 2. Ottavio Quattrocchi in the Bofors deal did not know anything about howitzers. So that's a point that, you know, he was a middle person, he got the contract. So for all those saying that Anil Ambani doesn't know anything, and why did he get the contract? But I want to finish off by saying that those making allegations against the government, just do the research, follow the money. If you genuinely believe there's been a bad decision, follow the money instead of making silly allegations on television. And I round off by saying, Arnab, that between the allegation by the radio and my finding the documents, it took 18 months of work. So hopefully the governments or their friends will do that hard work that needs to be done to follow the money trail.
Okay, now I want Fuad Halim to come in. Fuad will be debating with Air Marshal retired R.K. Sharma. Air Marshal R.K. Sharma, who is on the panel tonight. I just want to introduce you to each other. Just a minute. I just want to introduce you to each other at this part of the debate. No, I'm just introducing you on the screen. No. Fuad. Let me introduce the person you're debating with, Fuad. Let me introduce the person you're debating with. Let me introduce the person you are on the screen with. Let me introduce the person you're going to debate with.
To Chitra Subramaniam.
Oh, you're responding to Chitra.
No, you've already introduced me.
Why are you nervous, Fuad, tonight?
In the counter picture. So let me respond to Chitra Subramaniam. No, you're nervous, Arnab, because Chitra Subramaniam has made very categorical statements. The first thing that she has said is the CEO has made a statement and it needs to be investigative. Somebody has a difference of opinion. And I fully agree with her. Because you have to understand, Arnab, Mr. Eric Trappier is one of the accused. So a statement comes...
She didn't say that. She didn't say that.
On behalf of the accused... Yeah, well,
I did not say that.
I am telling you, Mr. Chitra Subramaniam, Mrs. Chitra Subramaniam, I think so. You need to understand that Eric Trappier is an accused in the Rafale deal. And it's the Supreme Court that actually needs to investigate the matter. It's the controller and the accountant general who has to say that Eric Trappier's statements are correct. You know, Eric Trappier's statements have to be corroborated by our agencies before we can consider there is any merit in it. We cannot assume that his statement, because he is an accused as far as we are concerned. And I fully agree with you, Mr. Subramaniam, that the money trail, I fully agree with you, the money trail needs to be followed. Let's be very clear. I am totally in agreement with you. The money trail needs to be followed. And the money trail has to be investigated. And why was the CBI disturbed just at the moment when the CBI was considering...
So do the homework. You can't make an allegation without any facts backing you. No. You can't make an allegation without facts backing you. You have a fundamental issue here. For what? Fuad, you have a fundamental issue here. I have a counter question for you. Here's your opportunity you were waiting for all your life out there to destroy me on facts. I want you to destroy me on facts.
facts tonight, Fuad. But for that, you're going to have to listen to my fact and then destroy me. And my question to you tonight is this. My question to you is this. My question to you is this.
84 crores. Arnab, my question to you is that on fact, Rafale invested 284 crores in a company that was valued at 8.3 lakhs and was loss-making. That's fact number one. Now that needs to be investigated very, very thoroughly. You got a defense deal that's going to bring in aircraft, that's going to protect our borders.
Now you're changing the subject. You're changing the subject. Because you have no facts, you want to change the subject now. You don't want to look at the issue of pricing now. Why not? Why would you not look at the issue of pricing? Why would you not look at the issue of pricing? Why would you not look at the issue of HAL? Viewers, you are changing the subject, Fuad Halim. You are repeatedly changing the subject. Now you are changing the subject. Kanchan Gupta, watch the change of subject line, because I think Fuad Halim has understood now that he's run out of facts.
Let's come to the
You've run out of facts.
Arnab, number two fact. Let's come to the number two
somebody
fact.
and accused.
The deal that
Fuad Ali accused him.
Fuad Halim has run out of facts on the program tonight, viewers.
Already in place.
So please don't. Please don't keep on.
He's run out of facts.
You have no facts to talk about.
I don't care about you.
Arnab, we need to get after this interview.
Tell me,
we need to settle some fundamental points.
Tell me, Rafale did
this
not
whole
invest
thing
284
of
crores
glorifying
in a loss-making
HAL.
company.
Now HAL is good. HAL has done a lot of work.
Tell me,
but everything cannot be HAL
that
centric.
fact?
Number two, I think the CEO made a point.
I counter that fact.
That everybody is saying we are giving money to Anil Ambani, or we are putting money in Anil Ambani's
So now let's understand that
and I think he made a very important point.
On which
it is not an Anil Ambani
slogan
entity.
that is going to be raised.
No, you are losing this now.
Joint venture. So that is the joint venture which is going to do business. Fuad Ali, please keep quiet. You don't understand anything beyond Karl Marx. And that too I doubt whether you understand.
Sir, do you understand 284 crores being pumped into an Indian company which was not making
Fuad Ali,
and valued at
these are
8.5
numbers
crores?
beyond
Please
your
explain that
comprehension.
in a non-Marxian
these
way.
are numbers beyond
Give me your non-Marxian understanding,
you
sir.
West Bengal thinking small.
I am awaiting your non-Marxian understanding of how so much money was being pumped into an Indian company by Rafale, and what was the interest? What was the background of this company? They were building jets for our country. Sir, you are an anti-national, sir. You are taking the statement of a foreigner. You are making
I want to bring the debate back on facts.
Similarly,
I want to bring the debate back on facts. Fuad, listen here.
Arnab is already on track.
No, you're not. You are not on any facts. You see, I began my program by saying tonight, Fuad, that you have to counter my facts with facts. You have to counter my facts with facts. Why aren't you?
Yes, absolutely.
No, Fuad, listen. Okay, Fuad, here's the point. Here's the point. No, you are getting stuck. You're getting stuck. Okay, you're getting stuck and you're not moving, so I'd like to... No, you're not listening to the facts. You're not listening to the fact. The counter fact, thank you, Fuad. Now it's going on too much. I have to bring it down to the facts. So the point here is this. 11 days ago.
People got bored with you.
11 days ago, I now welcome to the debate. I welcome to the debate Air Marshal R.K. Sharma. Air Marshal R.K. Sharma, former Deputy Chief of Air Staff. And viewers, the Rafale negotiation happened under his supervision during UPA 2. Heckling and shouting at people won't help. Please understand, it's not a meeting of the CPI Maoists going on here.
Yes, deals of this country.
Vishweshwar Rao.
Yeah, Arnab, who is this Maoist on the program?
One of the biggest deals of this country.
Arnab, who is the Maoist on the program?
58,000 crores. That is the
please. Whoever this Maoist is, please, sir, this is about fighter aircraft. This is not about pipe bombs and IEDs.
That's a very poor argument.
Okay, now, thank you.
Yeah, we know.
Air Marshal.
We know.
Air Marshal.
Don't we know?
Air Marshal.
Marshal, I request you first of all.
Yes.
Air Marshal, I request you first of all. Can I please, for 1 second, Vishweshwar Rao, request you to understand that this is not a meeting of the CPI Maoists. It is a debate program. There's someone who's been part of the price negotiation.
Who's saying? People of this country are asking this basic question.
Thank you, sir.
So no, the Rafale deal came. People are asking basic
Again,
and
Kanchan
fundamental questions.
Gupta and Vishweshwar Rao, please.
What was the procedure followed? The transparency followed. Why was it given to Reliance?
This debate is not about pipe bombs and IEDs. This debate is about Rafale aircraft. I don't think you or any of your fellow Maoists would be able to comprehend what is being debated. So please stick to your IEDs. Keep on blowing up Jawads. That is what you keep on. That is what you excel at. Stick to it.
We are talking about Rafale. We are talking about the deal.
Okay, viewers, I now request a moment. I request a moment. I'm introducing him on a 1 versus 1, only 2 window, him and me. Air Marshal R.K. Sharma. Air Marshal R.K. Sharma. Air Marshal R.K. Sharma. Air Marshal R.K. Sharma. I confirm now. I confirm once again that you're willing to come on the program to speak about this entire issue in detail, and I appreciate that. I also think that it is a great opportunity for the other panelists who are critical and call this deal a scam to question you and quiz you and for you to respond to them. My only request to Kansham, Fuad, Farooq, Vishweshwar Rao and Asif Bamla is to listen to the Air Marshal and then question him with a counterfact and then see who wins. Air Marshal, please tell me. Today, it's only a question of right or wrong. The question is it right or wrong that on a flyaway basis, the Rafale per plane is 9% cheaper when compared with the escalation and all other things, as the Dassault CEO has said. Now, the importance of this is, if it is 9% cheaper, comparing apples to apples and not apples to oranges, then there is no scam. Do you confirm, as a person under whose supervision the Rafale negotiation happened, that it is 9% cheaper?
Can you hear me?
I can. And your life, sir, go on.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, Arnab, firstly I must make it clear that I am speaking in my personal capacity and not for one party or the other. That's important to understand that part. Second thing is that might as well the earlier negotiations when the previous government was there was held under my direct supervision. I am not going to reveal the facts and figures, but I will tell you one thing. I will discount what, say, maybe Trappier has said, but if my sitting air chief has said that indeed after the second set of negotiations the aircraft was 9% cheaper, as he did, and if the central minister has also said the same thing, then I think we must give this due credibility and accept these positions unless you have some other fact which is known to you. So it's not correct to disbelieve what has already been said by people who are very much knowledgeable about these issues.
So Air Marshal Sharma, I will now welcome Sudhanshu Trivedi, please hear this, and Smita and everyone. And this part of the debate is extremely critical and important. So I wish, Asif Bamla, you don't speak while I'm mentioning this particular point. No, Asif Bamla, this is a very, 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 very important part of the debate. I want you to understand. I want all the viewers to understand.
Why am I deprived?
Asif, do not, I request you interrupt me for the next 10 minutes, 10 seconds, please. Please understand, this is a make or break moment on the debate. This is a make or break. This, viewers, I request you, what do you think? Do you think Asif Bamla and Vishweshwar Rao should be interrupting me like this?
Why should we believe it is 9%?
I am requesting you to
debate. When the price has fallen to 9%.
No, Sudhanshu Trivedi, at this point in the debate. No, Air Marshal will say, I will come back to Air Marshal. But Sudhanshu Trivedi, what's going on here? You have the person under whom the negotiation took place willing to come on TV on record. खुद के बोल रहे हैं वो कि आपके पास कोई और फैक्ट्स है तो इंटरवीन कीजिए, कोई फैक्ट नहीं है, हैकलिंग हो रही है इधर. I
mean, the man is a former Deputy Chief of Air Staff. The negotiation happened during his supervision. Sudhanshu Trivedi. What is the tactic going on here?
Arnab, the problem it is not just the fact they are not even having the allegation.
Sudhanshu,
just Mr. Rao was saying that what is the procedure?
Put him in the middle.
What was the allegation? That the price is the allegation. Second, you say, then you say, no, it is the offset is the allegation.
A similar
Third, you say, no, the offset has gone to Ambani is an allegation. Next, you say, the statement of France Powerland is an allegation. Then you say, your point is JPC. Now you say, the point is procedure. Now you say, the point is the interview of CEO is wrong.
The CEO
First, you substantiate your point. The problem is the fact is not even in their allegation, their point. Round, there is some
526 crore.
Initially you were saying, again I am repeating, your point was price. Then you change that your point is offset. Then you say the point is going to Ambani. Then you say the point is the statement of Holland. Then you say the point is joint parliamentary committee. Then you say no. It is the procedure. Now you say that your point is the interview of CEO. First, you determine what is your basic point.
Viewers, I think we are now. Viewers, we are now in a very important moment of the debate. Viewers, we are at a very important moment of the debate. I want to speak to you, viewers, for 1 minute. Viewers, I want to speak to you for 1 minute. I want to speak to the viewers for 1 minute. Smita, on the debate, Smita and Chitra are journalists, both much senior to me. And Smita and Chitra, Smita's interview is being talked about and Chitra has covered Bofors. I cannot think of two journalists more experienced and more able to deal with the situation. Smita, tell me, we have with us the Air Marshal, the former Deputy Chief of Air Staff, under whose supervision UPA-2 Rafale negotiation happened. While he says, I will not reveal the exact details, but he is saying on the program that if it is 9% cheaper, it is 9% cheaper. And most importantly, he's throwing an open challenge on the program, Smita and Chitra, saying, unless you are willing to bring some contrary facts, or you prove me wrong. He's saying, if you want to debate, you get some contrary facts to prove that 9% cheaper is a lie, or you just shut up. Essentially, that's what he's saying. Smita, why are none of the others willing to question him on fact? Why is Ghanshyam Tiwari not willing to counter the Air Marshal R.K. Sharma with fact and say, Air Marshal, you are wrong, this is my counterfact? Where is the counterfact? Smita, no counterfact.
Arnab,
just a lot of hot air.
What has happened today is that, you are going on talking about, let's talk about facts. But all the political parties concerned have dug in their heels in such a manner that fact is not what they are seeking. They have decided that this is the line that they are taking, and they will manipulate facts to suit whatever suits them. You have the Air Marshal who says quite clearly that he was part of the negotiations and he's not willing to talk about the price. The same way with Eric Trappier. What he's saying is that I will not mention the number because now it is a deal between the government of France and the government of India. They both have to reveal the fact about the pricing. As far as he is concerned, he is willing to put his neck on the line. As Chitra rightly said,
he's on TV.
No, the point is that whatever the CEO of Dassault is saying is the gospel truth. Why not our investigating agency, Joint Parliamentary Committee, Supreme Court,
if you take the bare minimum with all the facilities,
it doesn't make sense. I now invite, and now I really think, you see viewers, I want R.K. Sharma back on the debate with Ghanshyam. R.K. Sharma, Ghanshyam and Kanchan Gupta is on this part of the debate. And I'm saying today, on your behalf, Air Marshal R.K. Sharma, are you willing to take any counterfacts to prove you're wrong? You are live on TV for the first time, you're debating. Ghanshyam Tiwari, I hereby request you and invite you to destroy Air Marshal R.K. Sharma's argument live on national television. It's you versus him. You must counter him with fact. And he says, if you have a counterfact, do you have something to prove that 9% cheaper is lying, then please do so right here, right now, live on television. It's your turn. Bring a fact. Tell him, give him a counterfact.
As a Air Force As an Air Force kid, I wouldn't destroy him on facts or anything. I have a simple question.
No, don't run away.
Does he believe, because I've lived in many Air Force bases where HAL and Air Force are side by side. Does he believe that HAL does not have the capability to be an offset partner or be a partner to Dassault, but a company registered 12 days before had it? Does he believe that somebody in the Indian Air Force advised the Prime Minister to go from 126 to 36? Because so far the nation doesn't know who advised the Prime Minister on that deal. And third, does he really believe that HAL was not interested in the deal? These are the three questions I have.
Air Marshal.
Yeah, okay, can you hear me?
You can, sir. We can. Carry on.
Hello. Yeah. Firstly, I didn't get the gentleman's name, but I'd like to thank him, for his Ghanshyam Tiwari. Yes, okay. So I'm glad he has some sort of an Air Force background. But before I answer his three questions, let me get back to the first part regarding the negotiations. Now, I can tell you, when the first set of negotiations were on, the people who were involved in it from the Ministry of Defense as well as the Indian Air Force, we had some of the most exceptional people out there negotiating. And not only that, the entire process of determination of L1 and how we were to proceed was independently monitored by three very phenomenal and very wise secretary level officers, a committee that was constituted. Everything was found right, and thereafter we went into the CNC. I must now tell you about the second set of negotiations for this 36 aircraft. I can tell you that one of the finest officers of the Air Force, the sitting deputy chief of the Air Staff at that point in time, had led these negotiations, and you could not have had a better deal, if it wasn't for people like him on board. So I completely stand by what the Air Force did, the first one and the second one. Now let me answer Ghanshyam Tiwari. Tiwari, your first part is regarding, you are stayed in Air Force bases where HAL and Air Force have worked side by side. Am I right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, okay, Ghanshyam, let me tell you, in my 40 years of service, I have served with HAL, I have done design development with them. You may not know, but I used to fly the LCA Tejas many years back when it was still under design development. I have had a very close association with HAL, and I have a lot of respect for them as well. Let me tell you, HAL has been doing Make in India of jet fighters from vampire days, and their entire trajectory followed. That said, it does not take away from the fact that this particular aircraft, which had to be made in India, had to be done within a frame of an RFP that had been laid down. Now, if HAL is unwilling to comply with that, you can't say, that HAL is either capable or incapable. You can't say that.
Hear that, Fuad.
If HAL was not... so we all know, okay, what HAL's capabilities are. I know exactly what the weaknesses are, and it will be very intemperate and, unfair for me to bring out, those sort of things in a debate like this. But this is a completely different beast, Rafale. When you say it's a fifth generation, 4 plus fifth generation aircraft, I can understand the hesitation that would have taken in HAL's mind as to how they're going to go about it.
Farooq.
So, and if the hesitation was there in Dassault's mind as well, Dassau's mind as well, that this sort of technology to master and to be able to do
was not able to carry on this deal.
Sir, the point has been made very amply. Sir, Farooq.
Yes.
Farooq, listen. Farooq, listen to what. Farooq, don't speak for the sake of it. You may be a lawyer, but the person on the screen is one of the pioneers with the Indian Air Force. So Farooq, understand, you may be out. You and Rahul Gandhi may be out of your depth here. You listen to me. Farooq. shout for a minute.
I am asking a question.
No. First of all, before you ask your question, listen to me. Learn to listen. Learn to listen before you. Learn to listen. Learn to listen. Learn to. Farooq, the problem with you is that, as they say in Sanskrit, Alpavidya Bhayankari. Alpavidya Bhayankari. Little knowledge is dangerous. Listen to me, Farooq. Oh God. Listen to me, Farooq. Listen to me. I'm going to extend this debate.
Why you call Arnab?
Listen to me.
You have a Prime Minister Modi-like narrative.
You listen to others. You listen to others. There is a very seasoned officer who is responding technically. You don't have counterfacts.
Arnab.
Counter him on facts.
I am asking a question.
He has said it clearly. He said, I don't want to go into details of HAL's competency, but I am opening this debate up. I'm opening up on facts. Give me a counter fact. Oh, now the question is
Arnab, hold on.
On the sentimental attachment to HAL, I wish to ask a counterpoint to. Okay, should I extend the debate, viewers? I'm asking you. Okay, viewers, many of you are telling me to extend the debate, so I'm going to take a small.
Arnab, I need to come in.
I'm going to take a small break. Marshall, lot of people asking us to ask you to stay because they want the debate to go on for. So we are going to extend this fact challenge tonight, and I'll be see you on the other side in a few minutes. Sorry for the small break here. Sorry for the small break.
From the Mumbai studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Arnab Goswami on the debate at 10. Presented by Reliance Jio. Powered by New Ford Aspire and Ravin in style partner Raymond.
So welcome back to the debate, and we are very interestingly poised in the debate. I don't think this has ever happened before that a person who has been part of the negotiations is throwing open an open challenge to any of the panelists, saying, please counter me on fact. That if we are saying it's 9% cheaper, please come with a counter fact. Don't abuse, don't attack, don't put subjective opinion. Put a counter fact and then counter. But there's not. I want to place on record today. That there is not one counter. Not one factual counter has emerged in the last 1 hour of debate. Not one factual counter.
Who are you going to believe?
How judgmental?
Not one factual counter.
Either Trappier is speaking the truth.
No. How judgmental?
Hollander is speaking lies.
I don't understand. Marshall, you wanted to make a point. Marshall.
Five basic questions.
Yeah, you will not understand.
Yes.
Five basic factual questions.
You have no significance for Hollander's statement, Arnab.
Yeah, okay, can I?
That when if we go with HAL.
Marshall, please speak. Okay, people want to hear the Marshall. People want to hear the Marshall. Marshall, go on. Marshall, go on. Marshall, go on. Well, I can't. In that case, I can't hear unless he's given a chance to speak. Marshall, please go on. You wanted to make a point. This is an interesting debate. Go on, sir.
Okay. Yes, a very interesting point that Mr. Ghanshyam had raised, and your panelist on extreme left, with that
red shirt.
Sports jacket.
Yeah.
So this is regarding, the question that, somebody, not Mr. Farooq. The question was regarding, do I really believe that HAL cannot make an aeroplane? Well, let me tell you, see, making aeroplanes is not the way you understand it. It is for a very good reason that this clause was there in the RFP regarding the OEM to take responsibility of the quality of a 5th generation aircraft, very futuristic, in its context, which would now serve the Air Force for the next 40 years. And the Air Force has suffered for far too long in the hands of HAL. So we had to protect ourselves and to build this clause in where we knew very well that HAL has limitations when it comes to high-end technologies. And even HAL will agree with
Farooq,
it.
Please
you know,
listen.
these are
Farooq,
statements of
listen.
facts.
Farooq, please
and,
listen.
You can read,
Farooq, don't interrupt.
You can, Farooq,
don't interrupt.
So you can read, you can go back to any number of CAG reports, any number of MOD reports, which will tell you as to what needs to be done to revamp, HAL's technical absorption capabilities. And therefore, this clause was there. It was not a mistake.
Yeah.
So
and now
it's a statement. Yes, I do believe that HAL would have required a lot of help to be able to take on full responsibility to make the 126th aircraft, and that is why the OEM had to be responsible for all this.
In national interest.
Well, it didn't, sort of go through that for a different reason.
I also want to put a fact
Look
out
what is
here.
happening to the Su-30 fleet today.
I want to further this point which you made on HAL with a counter fact, and I throw this fact to everyone tonight.
Do you believe Eric Trappier when he says that HAL did not want to be part of the offset deal? That is what Mr. Eric Trappier had said, that HAL did not want to be part of the offset deal. Do you believe that?
Listen, is it Ghansham?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Ghansham, I don't have to believe or not believe what somebody else is saying. I need to believe or not believe what my Ministry of Defense says. So it has to come from look, let me tell you something. HAL is nobody to say whether
we can agree
nobody to say whether they can take on offsets or not. It is not
taken by the Prime Minister and the Defense Minister.
I now want to come a counter fact. No. You need to understand. No. Ghansham, 1 minute. Ghansham, 1 minute. I'll tell you. Now I want to put a fact out here. Marshal, if I may, please. You see, I've been listening to this argument that is being presented here tonight, and let's remove the histrionics from the argument and look at it very logically. You see, I'm now going to make a statement you won't like. The first person, Rahul Gandhi, going by his logic, that if HAL is not part of the deal, then there should be an investigation of corruption and a scam. By that logic, Rahul Gandhi should call for an investigation of his grandmother, Indira Gandhi. Because in 1982, now listen to the fact here, in 1982, when Indira Gandhi was Prime Minister, HAL was overlooked and Dassault was awarded the Mirage flights, sidelining HAL. You can ask the Marshal if I'm correct. And in 1982, an MOU on 23rd January 1982 for a Mirage deal between India and France was signed. And you can ask the Marshal, is it or is it not a fact that in 1982, plans in 1982 were to manufacture the Mirage in India through HAL, and is it not a fact that HAL was supposed to get the deal but it did not? And it is on record and being reported now that the initial Mirage deal of 1982 included an option to produce another 110 Mirages in HAL. But despite the deadline to exercise the option approaching the Indian government, Indira Gandhi's regime, that is Rahul Gandhi's grandmother, refused to act on it. And therefore, Rahul Gandhi's grandmother, on coming to power in 1980, Mirage 2000 produced by Dassault was chosen over Jaguar. Allow me to complete. And I want to know whether Rahul Gandhi has the guts to say, I will then investigate my grandmother. Why did Dassault, chosen over Jaguar and others, at an alleged price tag of rupees 25 crores with an annual escalation, despite the F-16, MiG-25 and the European multi-role Tornado being cheaper? And then tell me today, that let Rahul Gandhi say, I will investigate my grandmother because HAL was overridden. Answer me tonight. Answer me tonight on that. Let Rahul Gandhi say, I will investigate my grandmother.
Why you are asking Rahul Gandhi? You ask Mr. Modi.
Is that a question?
No,
I'm telling you. I'm telling you, viewers. This is as ridiculous as that. I know Rahul Gandhi doesn't know about it, but let him investigate.
I'm telling you one thing. It's the biggest scam.
Or lack of it.
Ghansham, any of you, Ghansham and Kanchan and
Sudhanshu. Your question sidesteps the question that the court is looking at.
What are we talking about?
I'm talking about
Are we talking
HAL.
about Rahul Gandhi? Are we talking about the Rafale deal?
I'm talking about if HAL is not included, it's a scam, that kind of foolish argument.
We are talking about the
You know,
Rafale
this
deal.
comes down to self-loathing.
What is the real
It comes down to self-loathing. It does, doesn't it?
Okay, Kanchan Gupta. Kanchan and Vishweshwar Rao. Kanchan Vishweshwar Rao. Sudhanshu.
Arnab,
what is the real price of the aircraft?
Arnab, all this is essentially about,
what is the real price of the
the
aircraft?
Supreme Court has taken notice for its whatever reason of a case that has been filed. Now the government of India has submitted its, the procedural system that was followed to the court. It has also submitted details of the pricing system. Now a redacted copy of the procedural system that was followed, all 9 pages have been placed in the public domain. Now Mr. Rao,
I would like to hear Kanchan Gupta, please. Kanchan Gupta, please.
Ignorant of the document that has been placed in the public domain, because Mr. Rao knows nothing beyond IEDs and pipe bombs, because that is his domain expertise. So Mr. Rao, if you want to talk about procedure, if you want to talk about system that has been followed, go
Sudhanshu Trivedi and Sudhanshu Trivedi.
9 pages.
Sudhanshu Trivedi now.
Read those 9
Sudhanshu Trivedi, please. With
Come
what?
back and talk.
Sudhanshu Trivedi and what?
Consistently raising the bogey of procedure. Now, first I want to make it very clear what is the allegation, the procedure of the price. पहले ये तय हो जाने दीजिए ना.
What answer?
और दूसरी बात, Air Marshal Sharma has made it very clear that for the time when there was a co-manufacturing process was there. Now it is offset. It is not co-manufacturing.
Sudhanshu Trivedi, please.
Sudhanshu ji, one sec. What?
Why you are trying to put a lie and compare the co-manufacturing with offset?
What? I am quoting your government. I am quoting your government, Mr. Sudhanshu Trivedi. Please understand that.
First, you reply.
The deal that was announced by the Prime Minister of India please understand, on the 10th of April 2015, the Defence Acquisition Council approved on 13th of May 2015. So fact, Arnab, is that the Prime Minister announced this deal before the Defence Acquisition Council approved it. Now that's a fact.
Is not equitable. And this was nothing about a deal which is coming out of the blue. It was there in vogue since 10 years. What you are talking about? देखिए बड़ी मजेदार बात बोल रहे हैं. एक तरफ कह रहे हैं डील अनाउंस हुई 10 अप्रैल 2014.
2 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute on the debate.
दूसरी तरफ ये बोल रहे हैं कि HAL का क्लॉज जो भागा मत चलिए उससे डिस्कस कर रहे हैं. भाई आप पहले क्लियर करिए ना.
The second fact,
आप बताइए अगर 2016 में डील आई तो HAL का तो कोई नहीं हुआ ना. बात खत्म.
सुनिए त्रिवेदी जी, जरा कान खोल के सुन लीजिए. आप जो डीपीसी बोल रहे हैं 2013 का बुनियाद में रफाल का डील बना. कोर्ट को आप बोल रहे हैं 2016 साल. समझ लीजिए, आप अपने ही झूठ
I think now. No. Can you at the end of the day, I request you one last point. You know, viewers, this has been such an illuminating debate. I place on record once. I place on record once.
Government of India ने हटाया झूठ.
Sudhanshu, sir. Okay, closing the debate, viewers. I thank Air Marshal retired R.K. Sharma. I thank retired Air Marshal R.K. Sharma for his participation on the debate tonight. And viewers, I think at the end of the day, the whole country believes that at least the Supreme Court of India will be guided by facts. The Supreme Court of India will be guided by facts in this case. And hence, at some point, the Supreme Court of India, on all cases,
how did you arrive at the pricing?
Whether Ayodhya or Rafale will have to be guided by facts.
Supreme Court of India,
and it is important for all of us to know that the Supreme Court will be guided by facts. And in that context, I place on record tonight that on this debate, at least, I have not had one counterfact tonight.
Write a letter to Supreme Court of India.
I thank you very much for joining me on debate number 1.